most entrepreneurs make the multi-million-dollar mistake by trying to scale by adding more hours, more services, more clients, and more time. But there's a hidden ceiling that nobody talks about. Your business would never grow bigger than the capacity the business has to deliver. And if all the delivery has to go through you, that limits the capacity of the business. I was working 70 hours a week, serving 15 to 20 clients at a time, and I was constantly overwhelmed because I was doing customer support, serving clients, doing marketing, doing sales, doing everything. Since then, I've served over 3,000 clients and run a multi-million-dollar business in only 20 hours or less per week. The secret isn't serving more people, it's changing what you're actually selling. So first off, let's start with why I was trapped at 70 hours per week. I call it the time for money prison. So first and foremost, I had a membership where I was charging $9.97 per month. It was called Infinite Success University. And I was like, I want to be able to include everything in here to really help business owners. And that led to me doing coaching and one-on-one coaching. And I started doing one-on-one coaching and I started charging $300 a month because I only wanted to get to $10,000 a month. That was the holy grail. And then I started having coaching calls that I had scheduled with one-on-one clients and they weren't showing up for the calls. And I was like, I had this hour blocked out for them, but they didn't show up. And I saw that I was the constraint to actually grow that business. So with that particular model, offering that one-on-one coaching for $300 a month, every new client that enrolled meant I needed to find more time to actually serve those clients, which was absolutely impossible because one thing you can't create is more time on the calendar. It's only 24 hours in a day, right? Now me, I used to be team grind 24/7. So I thought the solution was just work weekends and work late nights. But then that just led to burnout and exhaustion and a lot of frustration. Here's the real problem. When you sell time, your income is capped by hours in the day. This is why I was stuck at 70+ hour weeks. I literally couldn't take on more clients without adding more hours, which of course capped my income. So I pretty much was working a job. And I realized that successful entrepreneurs weren't working more hours. They were working completely different, which led me to my business model shift that changed everything. Instead of 3 months of my time, I started selling the specific system that actually got our clients results. And at this time, it was helping them with their client acquisition systems. And I made it more about the system than myself. Because at this point, everything was around marquelrussell.com, all the branding, everything was around me. So people wanted to work with me naturally because they thought I was the one that leads to the transformation. But in reality, it was actually the system. So I focused on dialing in and creating a system that delivered the same results, whether it took me 10 hours or 40 hours to implement. And even when I'm traveling, they can still go through the same process and get the same results, regardless if they're working with me directly or somebody on our team. So then I launched an offer that was $7,300 and individuals bought it. Then we launched an offer of $10,000 and $15,000 and $25,000 and $36,000 and $54,000, even $120,000. And none of it was about my team. It was about the outcome that was driven by a specific system that we provided. Now, here's what happened to my schedule. Same results for clients, but I got 25 hours per week back. This wasn't about working faster. It was about changing what I was actually selling. Here's the big breakthrough, and I often tell clients, there's more money in what you know than what you do. In other words, your expertise is way more valuable than your time. So you want to package your expertise and your systems into duplicatable assets that can run and serve without you. If you're hearing this and you're realizing you're trapped selling your time instead of outcomes, that's exactly the problem we solve at Strategic Scale Institute. We'll show you how to package your expertise into systems that deliver results without burning you out. If you're ready to go from working in your business, working 70+ hour weeks, to working on your business 20 hours or less per week, while your business continues to run and grow without you, click the link below and let's have a conversation. Now, point number 3, here's how systems give me my life back. So I build repeatable processes for everything: client onboarding, strategy delivery, implementation, and even creating videos like these for you. These systems mean I can deliver consistent results without being personally involved in every step. My team can handle 80% of the process using our systems, and I only need to be involved in the very strategic parts which line my zone of genius. And this is what helped me go from 70+ hours a week to about 20 hours or even less per week. And 90% of that time is focused on my zone of genius, the stuff that excites me and energizes me the most, versus the stuff that drains me. And the beautiful thing is that the systems keep running whether I'm there or not. Now we can serve more clients at a higher level while working a fraction of the time. And the beautiful thing, this isn't a team working more hours and working around the clock and working late nights and working weekends, because the beautiful thing is with these systems, if everybody does a little bit, nobody has to do a lot. Now, in conclusion, the shift from selling time to selling systems delivered outcomes completely changed my entire life in business. I went from being trapped working 70+ hour weeks to having freedom working 20 hours or less per week while the business and profit continue to grow. Your expertise is worth way more than your hourly rate, but only if you package it right. The question is, how do I change what I'm selling? Now you know the system that took me from 70 hours a week to 20 hours a week while the business continued to run and grow without me. But here's the truth. You can't implement this alone. You're too close to your own business to see the systems that you need to build. At Strategic Scale Institute, we help entrepreneurs just like you make this exact transformation from time trapped to systems driven. If you're ready to stop selling your hours and start selling your outcomes, click the link below and book a strategic scale session. And if you want to keep learning how to build a business that runs and grows without you, watch this next video where I break down the biggest mistake that keep entrepreneurs trapped in the day-to-day operations.